Hey everyone, so for today's video, we are going to be doing an affordable 5-minute makeup look. I feel like the key with 5-minute makeup looks is you need the products to all work really well together. You need to deal with textures that aren't finicky. Like, I feel like a 5-minute makeup look is not the time to kind of try and work with the eyeshadow palette that kind of gives you trouble sometimes, or the bronzer that sometimes looks good and sometimes doesn't look good. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I got this look, just a really natural kind of quick face. This video is sponsored by e.l.f, which is amazing. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel and making this possible. I was excited because I was able to try out like a bunch of different products from e.l.f and find those products that I really enjoy. The price is super accessible with e.l.f products, but I also wanted to find the products that I could really recommend. So I'll talk about like some old favorites like the Putty Blush and some of e.l.f.'s brushes, but also some new products that I don't feel like people are talking about enough. And also kind of sharing my tips and my tricks on how to get a really complete, well-blended look. So let me know down below if you guys have any like little tips and tricks for quick, fast makeup looks. I would love to know your thoughts, and also make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you are excited. All right, let's do this. So first, a lot of you guys actually have been asking about this primer, so I wanted to make sure that this was a product that they sent me to try out for you guys. So it's the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer, and I was actually particularly interested in this because I am a big fan of the Glow Recipe Niacinamide Dewdrops. And I had a feeling that this texture would be similar, and I was definitely right. It definitely has more of that kind of jelly texture. But what's really nice about this one is, I don't know if you can even tell, it still glides over the skin really smoothly. And that's something I don't like. Should have put my hair up. That's something I really don't like about some more like tacky primers, is that sometimes they don't want to spread because they're, you know, more sticky. But this one still spreads really nicely on the skin. It gives a nice touch of glow, but what's nice about it is that it's, you know, it's more tacky, so product's going to want to stick to it. I find that this is a better option in the summer. You know, if you want your makeup to last longer, but you still want a little bit of a glow, like this product is what I would recommend. You see how it just gives you a little bit of that glow, but it's not like a really emollient primer that you have to worry about messing with your foundation. Again, you can see now how it has like that tack to it, but it's not uncomfortable. So obviously the Glow Recipe one is nice because it has like skincare benefits, but I think that this one is a better bang for your buck if you want to use it as like a primer. As for foundation, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Acne Fighting Foundation. I feel like people don't talk about this product enough. I really like the formula. It has a nice kind of creamy texture, and you guys can tell that I'm a little bit self-tan, so hopefully, yeah, I think this shade is gonna work. I do know that like obviously there's salicylic acid in here, which is nice just for like an added benefit of keeping the skin a little bit more clear. I just like the way it looks. I think it's really nice if you enjoy that kind of creamy natural look. I really like a creamy natural look, especially if I am doing quick makeup, because a creamy natural finish, products blend more easily on a finish like that. Like this kind of finish product is really easy to work with. You can tell I'm kind of like swiping the product, but I could also bounce it in. Like I could use a brush with this, I could use my fingers. Like it's just not a texture that's going to be difficult to work with. So when you're dealing with like, you know, quick makeup, you want those kind of fuss-free products. Oh my gosh, my baby hairs are kind of out of control recently. This also has some decent coverage. Like I feel like I don't really need to use much concealer, but I did want to try another one of e.l.f.'s concealers. I hadn't heard much about the Flawless Brightening Concealer, and this is such a good concealer. I have been going for more of that, not like super high coverage look. I talked about that very briefly in my like smoky slept in eye look. And this concealer is great because you get brightening. It's not really heavy coverage and it doesn't really look apparent on the skin once you blend it out. So again, I'm just using this to kind of brighten up the middle of my face and then just blending the concealer out. It just looks really thin on the skin, which I really like. And look at that. I prefer a concealer that doesn't look really heavy on my dry under eyes. And I was really happy to find out that this one didn't do that. So the base is on, again, really creamy, natural look. It's really important, not even really with just like a 5-minute quick makeup look, but in general, if you're working with makeup that doesn't want to work with you, you're not gonna get it done in 5 minutes. And obviously this is going to take a little bit longer because I'm walking you through everything, but this look is very fast. I think you guys already know how like I have this love affair with the e.l.f. Putty blushes. I've talked about them a lot on my channel. I actually did a video, my first video on this was comparing them to the NARS Soft Matte blushes, and I just preferred these. I had really high expectations with the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. This is a new product that just released. I have been getting messages and messages sending me this product. Let me tell you why I had such high expectations for it. Okay, one, the Putty blushes are like one of my favorite affordable blushes out there. Just the quality is really good. So if this quality wasn't good, then I was going to be upset just because I just love that blush formula. And also in general, I just haven't been able to find a cream bronzer that is more affordable that I really love, that has a lot of different shades. This one is it. Like, I really love this formula, and it's basically the same as the Putty Blush formula. So excited about it. I'm using the e.l.f. Airbrush Stipple brush. They did send, or I asked them to send me along the Putty brush, and this one's kind of flat. You see how it's like a flat stipple brush? I'm not a huge fan of that one, but I love the e.l.f. small stipple brush, and I love this one too. So I would say go with those two if you want like a really perfect blend with this. You can use a sponge, but I just really find that it's so quick to blend out this product with the stipple brushes. So again, just going on the perimeters of the face, just really nice, soft bronze look. I am gonna take a little bit of it onto my eyelids as well, just to kind of get some definition going there. That's really an easy way to get some definition on the face or the eyes if you're going for more of a quick look. And another thing, and something else I would say that is really important with quick makeup, is working with textures that work together well. Your bronzer and your blush should work together really well. So obviously, if I'm using the Putty formula, it's going to mix well with the Putty bronzer that I already have on. I think I want to use the shade Fiji. I don't know, I really like the shade Bali as well. Maybe I'll use Bali actually, just to kind of match the more tan look that we have going on. Well, the tan look that I have going on, but you see that? Again, you don't really have to spend much money to get a good quality product. Taking extra on my nose because I like that more burnt look. I'm also going to use a bit of this Glow Dewy Mist. And I gotta be honest, like this mist, it's not super fine, but it does offer a nice glow. Okay, so for the eyes, I'm going to be using, I think like one of my favorite products from e.l.f. that I have tried. It's the No Budge eyeshadow stick, and this is a newer one to me. I had been previously trying out the Copper Chic shade because I have an upcoming best and worst affordable cream shadow video coming like very soon. But when e.l.f. reached out, I was like, okay, cool, I can try another shade just to see if the formula is in line between shades, and I'm happy to report that it is. This is Melt With Me. Again, it's like their mint packaging from this line, and obviously the mint packaging is so cute. So I'm gonna go for just like a quick kind of winged out look. You see, you can just like draw right onto the eyes with these, and you don't have to worry about immediately going in and blending everything. Like, these are so easy for quick makeup because they're just so easy to work with. And I'm going to use one of the Mint Melt brushes. This is the eye contour. And you see how I've already been using this one with the same shade, but you see how easy this is? Blend out, like there's no resistance at all. Everything just wants to blend into each other. See how everything is just like completely blended. There's no harsh lines, and then you can go back and build up like any areas that you want. It's just really, really quick and pretty. They look really nice and creamy, just like a soft kind of defined look. And now I'm going to curl my lashes because we're going to go into the eyes with some new mascara, and we are going to be using the new Big Mood Mascara. The wand is pretty big. You see how that's like a pretty fat wand? And typically you can get an idea of how the eyes or the lashes are going to look by what the wand looks like. Like, that's kind of a trick that I learned in the world of YouTube. But this one actually isn't like a really heavy lash look. They're actually really flirty and wispy, and that's what I prefer. I prefer more of that like elongated, wispy, just generally flirty kind of look. So let me show you what I mean. It's actually quite more length than I was ever expecting. It is just really nice and fluttery. There's just a nice kind of like just fluffiness about it. So that is one coat. And then over here, I'm trying more to like apply mascara, like flip the wand like this. Were you guys like naturally like taught to do that? Because for me, what I did for a really long time is I just like took it over here and would do it. And sometimes I still do, but see how it's just like a really like fluffy look. It's not a heavy, like weighed down kind of look. Okay, and then that is one coat on each eye. So what I like to do is I don't even let it dry. Obviously this is quick makeup, I'm not gonna let it dry. I just go back in on the corners right over here and just add a little bit more. And that gives me kind of like a pretty like elongated look that I think is nice. You can do the same thing over here. It's kind of like blink into it, if that makes sense. And there are the eyes all done. Quick, simple. This was another product that I was excited to try, but I just didn't know what to expect. So it's the Hydrating Core Lip Shine. I love just like a balmy, quick kind of lip product. I don't like anything really fussy, but I don't like a balm that's too slippy or obviously like sticky. This is a perfect texture. So you have like the color on the outside, and then the inner core is the more hydrating aspect. But look, it's just so easy. Just nice and supple, really easy to just apply, be out the door. You can just throw it in your bag. Let me zoom you out and we'll get the full effect. And this is the completed look. 5 minutes and you're out the door. Please let me know down below, like if you have any little tricks, little tips to be able to get your makeup on faster. I feel like in the summer, like I'm not really spending too much time in front of a mirror putting on makeup. I just want to kind of be out the door. But yeah, I hope that you guys did enjoy the video. And if you did, definitely make sure to give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys as always for the support, and I will see you in my next one.